Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I am Ron Nicoletti. It is a spectacular Saturday afternoon. The weather couldn't be any better. 11 races to look at. Of course, it was mandatory payout in the Rainbow Six. We'll check the track and weather conditions and turn it over to track announcer Pete Aiello.
Racing at Gulfstream. From the center, Sassy Cat wins the break. Copper moves to her. Remarkable Silvers on their outside. The race favorite Ginger on My Mind is an early fourth. Outside and improving is Herculina. It's a length and a half to Captured Light. Up on her outside goes Saint Mère Église. Second last is Smirkach. And the trailer is Big Cheeks. And the run around the first turn, it's Christian Torres and Sassy Cat on the stretch out, off to lead by 2. Remarkable Silver is second. Copper is at the rail in third. Herculina's an early fourth for Irad Ortiz Jr., racing about 3 lengths off the pace setter, 4 in front of Ginger on My Mind. At the rail, it's Smirkach. She's inside of Captured Light. Saint Mère Église is second last, and the trailer a long way is Big Cheeks. 24 seconds for the opening quarter, less than 5 furlongs to race. Sassy Cat has the lead 3 parts of length. On the outside, Remarkable Silver second. Herculina is third. Copper's at the rail in fourth. A gap of 3 to Ginger on My Mind. Smirkach is improving at her inside. Back to the outside and Captured Light, then Saint Mère Église, and the trailer is Big Cheeks. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. There's 3 furlongs left to race. Sassy Cat leads, but only by half a length. 3 wide Herculina. From the back, here comes Ginger on My Mind. Smirkach tries to run with her. Copper needs some place to go. They run to the top of the stretch after 3 quarters in 1:12 and 2. With the advantage, it's still Sassy Cat. 4 wide Ginger on My Mind. Copper's crying for racetrack. Far outside and Ginger on My Mind. Smirkach is between. 3/16 to go. Here comes Ginger on My Mind. Smirkach is kicked on with it. Smirkach for the lead. Ginger on My Mind is second. Copper's loose. Saint Mère Église on the outside. Final 16th of a mile. Smirkach driven out. It's Smirkach in front. Smirkach wins. Good battle for second. Maybe outside Saint Mère Église with Copper. Then Ginger on My Mind. Good start from Between Horses for Money Come, who's headed off for the early advantage. Sent through at the rail in Acapoti. In Between Horses, Red Fog won't be far away. Up on the outside, Senza Zioni put into play early. So too Pure Crazy Dude. So they scrimmage for the early lead with St. Larned away mid-flight. Rosas Ways at his inside. Tons of Gold races on the outside ahead of Rags for Britches, and Super Highway is last. They complete the opening quarter and head down the backstretch. The opening quarter was posted in 23 and 3. And it's Acapoti on top for Edgard Zayas, leads by almost a length. Red Fog is second. Now Panici finding room at the rail for the 4th running St. Larned. He's moving through a bit. Down the outside in Pure Crazy 2. Then Rosa's way. After a brief bid, Senza Zioni is chirped along and not keeping up. Tons of Gold is next. Then Rags for Britches and Super Highway. 46 and 4 for the opening half mile. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Acapoti has the lead by a length. St. Larned has had a great trip to this stage. He's angled into the clear to try to go with the leader. Rosa's way at a big number, slides through to take third. Money Come is next. Nothing winding up from the back, at least not yet, with 5/16 left to run. Acapoti stretched out to hold the lead. St. Larned within a neck. Rosa's way will have a major say in the outcome as he's getting ready to tip and roll. Then on the inside in Super Highway with Tons of Gold. Gold. Top of the lane toward the rail, Acapoti from the outside, Rosa's Way. In between horses, St. Larned. Down at the rail and Tons of Gold grinding away. Final 16th of a mile. Rosa's Way has powered forward under Christian Torres at 17-1. Rosa's Way will win it. Acapoti was second, Tons of Gold third. Pure Crazy Dude ran fourth as St. Larned flattened out badly and finished fifth in 139 flat.
Run Happy is simply super. He polishes off an outstanding campaign with a dominant victory in the Malibu.
No medication, no problem. Run Happy, standing at Claiborne Farm.
Excellent beginning for the Dr. Duke. He's 3 in front already. Toward the inside, Grand Runner is there second. Up on the outside, that's My Liberty with Sainthood trying to get involved early. He's now up to fourth. La Mutanati is now splitting horses as they go after Dr. Duke, who caught a flyer out of the gate. Away in fifth is 8-Hand Broadway. Then comes Pulsar, a gap of 3 to My Liberty, and Atlantic Road is last. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. La Mutanati caught up quickly to Dr. Duke, who only leads by a neck. Up to third is Sainthood, back to fourth in Grand Runner. A gap of 3, that's Pulsar racing outside of 8-Hand Broadway as they have 5/16 to run. La Mutanati has traveled very nicely and he's up to take the lead. Dr. Duke tries to cling to him second. Sainthood is back to third, driven fourth in Grand Runner with a quarter of a mile left to go. They went 46-2 for the opening half mile. Sainthood has been hard at it, but now he's starting to find his high gear. He challenges La Mutanati with Dr. Duke left back third. Final 16th of a mile. Sainthood on the outside toward the rail. La Mutanati digs deep and tries to fight him off. La Mutanati is back on even terms. Now he's in front. La Mutanati wins. That was a game performance as Sainthood ran very well second. Dr. Duke parlayed a sharp start to third in 1:11.4. Favorites were the last two into stride, but first into stride was Battalion. Dover Cliffs has speed, and there goes Mr. Tip on the outside. Away in fourth is Till the End. Out of their fifth goes Prefect. Out the back early are Cowtown and Bluegrass Parkway. They'll do their best running later as Jose Ortiz and Mr. Tip are in front. Mr. Tip a bit wide off the corner. He's working out in the 3 lane, and Battalion's going to move to his outside as the leader slowly gets over. Racing in third is Dover Cliffs. He's at the inside of Till the End. Then Prefect. On the outside in the second last position is Cowtown. And Bluegrass Parkway covered up at the back of the group as they running down in front of us for the first occasion. With the advantage, it's Mr. Tip. Through an opening quarter of 25 seconds flat, he leads by 2. Battalion second past the wire the first time with Dover Cliffs third. Till the End is fourth. Prefect is fifth. Cowtown is sixth, and seventh and last is Bluegrass Parkway. No change in the plot through an opening half mile of 50 seconds flat as they bend into the clubhouse turn. It's Mr. Tip on top a length and a quarter. Battalion is second. Toward the inside, Dover Cliffs is third. Till the End follows along in fourth. Down at the rail goes Prefect. Second last is Cowtown, and Bluegrass Parkway remains at the back as they're fairly strung out with 6 furlongs left to run. They move down the backstretch, Mr. Tip in a bid to make all. He leads by a length and a half. Battalion is second. Dover Cliffs is third. Till the End is there fourth. Prefect is fifth. On his outside goes Cowtown. And Gaffleone has to ask Bluegrass Parkway any serious questions. Last of the 7 behind a 3/4 time of 1:15.1. Things start to pick up a touch now as they have just over 3.5 furlongs to race, and Mr. Tip is still the target. He's been in front from the outset. Racing in second is Battalion. Dover Cliff sliding through for Paco, third at the inside, followed fourth by Till the End, then Prefect. Driven, not responding, Cowtown, and Bluegrass Parkway is next as they run to the top of the stretch. Mr. Tip has the lead. Dover Cliffs trying to secure the rail. He's got it secured now. Toward the outside, Battalion sweeping up the challenge. From the inside, and Prefect is shaking free late, then Bluegrass Parkway. Final eighth of a mile. Battalion, he has the lead. Prefect, Bluegrass Parkway loose and charging hard. To the finish, Battalion, Bluegrass Parkway in a win photo. Battalion was inside. Bluegrass Parkway made it very close on the outside. Too close to call in 2:15.1. Slow to start was Chrome Republic. Quick to start was Candyman Rocket, who's headed out for the early lead. Here's G-Bar moving to him from the rail. Away in third is Promise Keeper, the race favorite, untreated, sent out of there, but no better than fourth. Splitting horses in Summer Sermon with Boreas on the outside. Then Blitz to win third last. Mystery Mo is second last, and the trailer is Chrome Republic. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn, G-Bar sharp with a length and a half lead. Candyman Rocket is second, Summer Sermon on the outside third. Promise Keeper is toward the rail fourth. It's a gap of 4. Irad working overtime on untreated, not getting much of a response. On his outside is Boreas, then Blitz to win. Chrome Republic is second last, and Mystery Mo trails, and G-Bar continues to lead clearly. There's a 1/4 mile left to go. G-Bar and Amisael Jaramillo off the turn on top 2.5. Candyman Rocket to the attack. He starts to gain some ground. 46 seconds for the opening half mile. Here comes the Candyman Rocket, looming up on the outside and powering past under Johnny V to take the lead and move away by 3 by 4. Candyman Rocket for Frank Fletcher and Bill Mott, sharp in victory. They run up the score late to win by as much as they want. Call it 7. G-Bar is going to hold on to second. Blitz to win was blitzing late as he flew home to get third in 1:11.1. missed the start. Good start for Sweet, who's headed off for the clear advantage. From Cookie Cove was away in second. Far outside, Just Smokin' blew the break, but is rushing forward to take a joint third. Yellin' is fourth. La Cara Bonita is next. Down at the rail, Momai. Wide on the course, Lady Noise, Splitting Horses, and Henny Penny. And the trailer is Shikaka. Around the far turn they go. 3 furlongs left to run. Sweet by a neck. 3 wide, Just Smokin' in between horses, Cookie Cove. Yellin' looks for an upset early with La Cara Bonita kick-starting 4 wide. On her back, Henny Penny's traveled well into the race. She'll have to wheel to the outside. Shikaka follows her as the closers are underway with a quarter of a mile left to go. Sweet under siege. La Cara Bonita takes aim for Sayas on the outside, then Henny Penny. Final eighth of a mile, La Cara Bonita has the lead. Henny Penny motors now. Here comes Henny Penny at La Cara Bonita. La Cara Bonita digs in. Henny Penny in time. I think so anyway. Henny Penny appeared to run down La Cara Bonita in 57-3. By 3, by 4, and moving away. And they're up. Clean beginning soon after the start. Sound Money dropped back to last. From between horses, Bracken was away the best. Up on the outside, here's speed from Manitowa. She's on to go to challenge for the lead. Down at the inside, and Simovic looking for racing room. Splitting Horses goes Sound Money, Emperor's Cause, and driving through Jungle Cry. It's a real logjam for the early lead. Out of the chute and onto the main track, Bracken by a neck, Jungle Cry toward the rails, Simovic between horses. Manitowish is 3 wide. 4 wide now is Manitowish, actually 5 wide. Sound Money, that means American Dollar is 6 deep. Down at the inside, Emperor's Cause as they continue to scrum for early supremacy. 2.5 to Seminole Beach, then Eye of Horus. The 2 at the back are First Task and Rosenquist. The opening quarter was 23-4. They passed the half-mile pole. Bracken maintains a narrow lead. Simovic is right alongside. Now Simovic puts a neck in front. All in third, Manitowish. In between runners, Emperor's Cause is now rallied to the leaders. He's taken third at a big price. Hard at work on the outside, American Dollar. Rosenquist begins to find his best stride. First Task hunts racing room toward the rail with 5/16 left to run. Simovic has the lead. Bracken is second. 2.5 back. Sound Money is now third. Splitting Horses is the stablemate. Rosenquist at the rail, and Emperor's Cause less than a quarter of a mile to come. 3/4, 1:13-1. They turn for home. Simovic, he has the lead with 1/8 of a mile more to get, and he leads by 2. Toward the rail, Emperor's Cause running a good race. He's trying to get into second. Bracken is back to third with a 16th to run. Simovic is still in front, and Simovic with a nice win here. This is 2 for Bill Mott today. Simovic by 3.5. Emperor's Cause completes the exacta. Bracken was third, then American Dollar and Sound Money. From the center, Long Blade wins the break, but moving up to take over, Living Vicariously. Sent through hard at the inside is Emacrack, moving up between horses and Big Drink of Water. Living Vicariously leads Big Drink of Water by half a length. Up to third, Long Blade, wide on the course and Freewheeler. In between horses, Grand Saman. Then back at the rail goes Legendary Prince. 3 wide and Chief How Come. 2.5 to Emacrack, then comes Citrus Burst. 3 wide and Bourbon Currency, and far back is Silverly Enough. Around the far turn they go. On the outside, Big Drink of Water puts a neck on top. Living Vicariously is second. Long Blade looking to get to the clear, trying to run home from the back. Chief How Come. Citrus Burst cuts the corner and comes on next. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. Big Drink of Water fighting with Living Vicariously. Citrus Burst going to try to split him and come through now with an eighth of a mile to go. Here comes Citrus Burst, and Citrus Burst is on to take the lead. Citrus Burst is in front. Second is Long Blade. Third is Legendary Prince in 56 and 1. Outside, All Around was well served at the start, but he's not much for speed as he'll drop back and make his run later. Moving up to take over is South Sea. Splitting horses in Town Classic on his outside, Examiner. Down at the rail in Secret Touch improving as All Around is closer than usual, so the pace must be reasonable. From between horses and Joe DiBaggio, and the trailer is I'm a G6. Down the backstretch they go. South Sea is front and center for Edgar Zayas on top a length and a half. Up to second, Town Classic, Secret Touch at the rail. Third, Examiners between horses. All Around is on the far outside. Also in that cluster of runners is Joe DiBaggio. He knifes through to take third. And I'm a G6 starts to get a move on at the back of the field as they round the far turn. Up front, South Sea leads 3 parts of a length. Town Classic second, Joe DiBaggio third. All Around, 4 wide on the outside. Fourth, 2.5 to I'm a G6. Dropping back Examiner. Nothing at all from Secret Touch as they run to the top of the stretch. Now South Sea has lost the lead to Joe DiBaggio. Town Classic tries to quicken between. All Around on the far outside with less than a quarter of a mile to go. Joe DiBaggio comes away with the lead. Town Classic will make him earn it with an eighth of a mile to go. Back to third, All Around. Back to fourth, South Sea. But Joe DiBaggio's getting away, and he's getting away with authority. Joe DiBaggio and jockey Paco Lopez to win it, and win it easy in the end. They have 3 lengths in hand. Town Classic completes the exacta. All Around was third. South Sea ran fourth in 123 and 3. In the 2-path. Ground on her inside. Race. A quarter of a mile to go, and he's 6 on top. It's last of the 12 as they roll into the backstretch. the tropical turf. Beautiful beginning. From the center, Frostmorn wins the break and goes hunting a clear advantage from Casa Creed, who moves up at the rail to be second. The Gray Tusk is away in good shape. He's up on the outside. Flying Scotsman's trying to work over. Just to his inside goes Ride a Comet. It's a length and a half to Admission Office, who's racing together with Hey Dakota, and Dr. Mounty is last. Very easy lead for Frostmorn up front. He leads a length and a quarter. Tusk is second. Casa Creed is third. 2.5 to Ride a Comet, who's now fourth. Flying Scotsman races while fifth and about 6 lengths off the lead. At the rail and Admission Office, then Hey Dakota, and Dr. Mounty is last. The opening quarter, 24 seconds flat. Very reasonable for these classy individuals as John Velasquez doles out the speed of Frostmorn up front. Up on the outside, Tusk is second. Casa Creed is at the rail third. Racing from fourth and Ride a Comet. Down at the rail goes Flying Scotsman. Hey Dakota gets started 3 wide. Dr. Mounty is now out of last, and the trailer is Admission Office. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. They went 47 and 3 for the opening half mile. Frostmorn with the fresh legs. He leads by a length and a half. Toward the rail, Casa Creed getting ready to launch his bid. Ride a Comet tries to keep him in. 4 wide goes Hey Dakota, dropping back his Tusk. 3/4, 1:10 and 4, less than a quarter of a mile to go. Frostmorn now asked to kick in as Casa Creed takes aim, and Casa Creed is up on the outside to take the lead. Ride a Comet tries to run at him. Ride a Comet and Casa Creed, these two. Ride a Comet getting up. Ride a Comet wins the tropical turf. Casa Creed outruns second. Frostmorn and no excuse third. Close for fourth between Hey Dakota and Dr. Mounty. 133 and 3. Away. From the center, She's an Earth Mover goes out for the early advantage. Time sensitive, sent through at the rail. Far outside, Smarty Queen was put into play, but she'll be parked very wide on the course. Floating a bit wide off the corner as well was our 10 Angels. Taking back off the skirmish went Face a Bluebird. At the rail in Gray Charlotte, then from between horses goes La Pinta. Blue-Eyed Kitten had to tap on the brakes, and Unmarked Money marched out wide. Second last is Learnt, and the trailer is Tap Tap Birdie. In the run to the backstretch, She's an Earth Mover on top by half a length. Our 10 Angels is second. Smarty Queen 3 wide third. Time Sensitive was with the leader at the start, but backed off to race behind the speed while fourth. Followed fifth by Face a Bluebird. Up on her outside goes Unmarked Money. At the rail in Gray Charlotte, she'll need a way out. Far outside, Tap Tap Birdie gets underway while a bit deep on the course for Panichi. From the inside and Blue-Eyed Kitten, the trailer is Learnt as they move to the far turn. Separated by 8 lengths through a 47 and 4 half mile. She's an Earth Mover and Jose Ortiz with a neck advantage. On the outsides, our 10 Angels takes her shot while second. Smarty Queen 3 wide third. Unmarked Money 4 wide. Zayas needs out with Time Sensitive. Trying to get out is Zayas on Gray Charlotte. She's loose now. Blue-Eyed Kitten followed her through. Still many chances here, but they haven't got to She's an Earth Mover yet. She's an Earth Mover comes off the turn with the lead. Into the clear. Time Sensitive takes aim while second. Blue-Eyed Kitten with a good trip. She's third. Gray Charlotte storming home on the outside. Here's Gray Charlotte taking on Time Sensitive. Time Sensitive for a narrow lead. Gray Charlotte on the outside. Gray Charlotte in time. Time Sensitive was second. She's an Earth Mover third. Blue-Eyed Kitten ran fourth in 136 flat.
And that wraps up Saturday's action. But we're not done this week. We're right back here on Sunday with an 11-race card. And when we have an 11-race card, don't forget our first post, 12:05 p.m. sharp. So make sure you join us on the First Bet app, expressbet.com. And, of course, you could stream the races live all day long on Gulfstreampark.com. Good night, good luck, and most of all, stay safe.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired. Oh, my aching